We do get to hear from members of Islamic Dawah team, as well as from the Muslim families, imams, sheikhs, ustads. All of them simply are telling to Muslim community that Quran is the eternal word of Allah, never changed, perfectly preserved. As the time went on, Muslim kids heard again and again there is only one perfect Quran. Sadly, group of Islamophobes turned up bringing 37 different physical copy of the copy of the Quran, and who cares about them? They are just Islamophobia. And there is not much difference from 1 to 37. It's only different numbers. Still, there is one and perfect Arabic Quran which has been preserved by Allah, because Allah tells Muslims that He's gonna protect His book. Surah 15. And time goes on and on, goes on and on. Islamic Dawah team decides to take small baby steps. Now, yes, there are different Arabic Qurans. Another small baby steps. Yeah, there are some variations in those Arabic Qurans. Let's go and hear one of the best Siva after Allah and after Muhammad. Let's go and hear one of the best Islamophobia who intentionally and actively discredits Muhammad, Allah, and the Quran. And also, let's go, one of the most amazingly, perfectly expert on misguiding Muslim community, and hear from them as they take small baby steps. Are there any variations in these Arabic Qurans?
For example, there are 8 differences between Warsh and Hafs. Slight differences, like the one I gave you earlier, Malik and Malik. Malik and Malik. Malik and Malik. This is regarded as a variation between Hafs and Warsh. Allahu Akbar. Okay, so the variations of that, the reading are so tiny that they don't affect, the text is there, the text is uniform in front of you, right? So that's it. This is what I wanted to clarify. Let's move on to the rest of.
We all heard? There are different Qurans. One of them is identified as Hafs, other one is identified as Warsh, and most amazing thing is, nothing is that important. There are only 8 differences. Of course, in those occasions, best thing to do is never ever trust Christian missionaries when they tell you, actually, I do have the physical copies of the Hafs and Warsh, and that is minimum 1,300 textual variations with them. Please don't ever trust them. They are Islamophobia. That means they love Muslims and they don't want Muslims to go to hell. Therefore, we are gonna go and see what Muslims are telling us. So, this is the latest book came up by Muslims in the part of their Dawah work. It is identified as British translation of the 10 Qur'an of the Noble Quran. They're talking about minimum 30 Qurans in the 30 different Arabic Qurans in this book, and the author only put down 30% of the textual variations, which does change the meaning, and then author translated them for English speaking world. That is amazing. Of course, please beware, author is not an Islamophobia. He's just lovely Muslim who wants to preach the beautiful message of Muhammad, which means, yup, you can have a sex with a child. Yes, you can buy black people. You can sell black people. Yes, you can force yourself into the women who are not your wife. Yes, You can call people of the book with names, and then list goes on, but I don't have a time for that. But so this non-Islamophobia Muslim simply puts together 462 pages of the book, and in this book he tells us some of the, please follow with me, some of the textual variations which does affect the meaning of the word of Allah when it is in Arabic and when it is in English. Arabic is the language of Allah. Poor Allah couldn't communicate Arabic well. As the Qurans take their turn, we got to see, actually, it is written differently. Arabic is different. That's not only, that's the point, but when you translate those words, even meaning in English is different, and we cannot deceive English-speaking world. But no worries, we can simply deceive our ummah, because our ummah is poor, they cannot understand, they don't read, therefore they will believe all the things their mother, their father, their imams and their sheikhs simply tells them. So Warsh Quran goes under the Nafis Quran, Imam Nafis Quran. Okay, he's got two students, one of them is Warsh, other one is Kalun. And then here is the Hafs Quran. Oh, sorry, let me find the Hafs Quran for you. Here is the Hafs Quran. Okay? So, in this, I'm just going to put together, I don't need to actually put together, I will just show you more than 8 examples. Please don't trust me as a Christian who is fall in love with the risen Lord Jesus Christ. When I tell you there are minimum 1,300 variations, please do not trust me. Please take the word of this book, which was put together by Fadel Suleiman. He is a Muslim. He put together the book for you, and in this book, amazingly, Muslim put together minimum 217 variations, minimum. Of course, it's not big difference between 8 and 217. They are just the numbers. It is just the numbers. So, according to the Islamic Dawah team, there are only 8 variations between 8 variations between Hafs Quran and Warsh Quran. Let's see what Dawah people who put together the British translation of the 10 Qiraat of the Noble Quran, Fadel Suleiman, tells us. Remember, by the way, he only put 30 variations, 30% of fundings, which kind of affects the translations and meaning of the words. So, first one. Can you see the footnote? Please, please, please read the footnote. Footnote D and footnote E. It is Nafi's Quran, which means Warsh and Kalun's Quran, is different from the Hafs Quran when the word from deceive to try to deceive. Nafi's Quran, which means Warsh Quran and Kalun's Quran, is different from the Hafs Quran. Please see the footnote E. When it says they used to disbelieve, versus in the Hafs Quran, it meant they lie. This is not what I'm telling you. This is what the Muslims are telling you. Not Islamophobia, they are Muslims. So that was page 1. Page, please follow with me. We are just going to go through pages after pages. Page 5. Page 5, please follow with me. Footnote D. Warsh Quran is different. Warsh Quran is different from the Hafs Quran. This is the third example. In the Warsh Quran, it says, your offenses will be forgiven for you, versus in the Hafs Quran it says, we will forgive your offenses. According to Muslim, they are different. It does change the meaning. Therefore, he thought he can explain it to us. That was third example, which came from the page 5. Page 7 for the fourth example. Please follow the footnote. Please follow the footnote D. Warsh Quran simply says, whose offenses have surrendered, versus in the Hafs Quran, whose offense has surrendered him. According to Fadl Suleiman, they are different. That was example number 5, page 7. Page number 8 for example number, I think 6, this one. Footnote D. Okay? Actually, no, I apologize for that. It's not footnote D. It's footnote E. It tells you, Warsh Quran says what they do, which is different from the Hafs Quran. Please, that was page number 8. Please do follow with me. We will move to the page number 10. It seems it's all okay. We will move to page number 11. It seems it's all okay. Page number 12. Footnote A. Footnote A. Warsh Quran is different from the Hafs Quran. In the Warsh Quran, it has been expressed, so do not ask. Please check with me. Footnote number E. Hafs Quran, Warsh Quran is different from Hafs Quran, and they took. That was the already 8th example, and I am only in Surah 2, and I am only page 12 of 462 pages of the book. But because I am just too much nice, let me give you the 9th example so that you can check by yourself other 217 example which is given to you by Muslims. Please follow with me, page 13. Hafs Quran and Warsh Quran. Warsh Quran is different from the Hafs Quran when it says, and with this Abraham enjoined. That's different from what? From Warsh Quran. And that was only, you can see, page 13. That was only page 13. Move to the page 14. There is nothing wrong to give bonus. Page 14. Another example is given to us. Still we are in Surah Baqarah, by the way. Second Surah. Footnote A tells us Warsh Quran is different from the Hafs Quran, where in Warsh Quran it states, or do they say? Or do they say? And I think I have already given you more than 8 examples. And it's not me, of course. Even though I was generous, I give you a couple of bonus. But please don't follow people like me who is identified as Islamophobia. Please follow the Muslim books, which is put together just for you. There is a difference between 8 and there is a difference between 8 to 217. Of course, the miracle is, why even there is a differences? It's eternal word of Allah. What happened to the eternal word of Allah? Why? Allah is sleepy. Allah is so tired. Allah was eating so he couldn't speak, or Allah is just guiding the Qurans under the river in Egypt. Something happened to Allah, suddenly different Qurans end up in Muslim world. So more baby steps will come up hopefully from Islamic Dawah team. All I just wanted to express attention when Muslim gives you the numbers, when Muslim gives you the names, when Muslim gives you the especially the name of the books, there is a big possibility they never even read it. But in this session, in this occasion, what we see is actually it's not only the numbers they give to us, they already identified there is more than one different Qurans, and that they are not exactly the same with one another. And Muslim missionaries who wants to preach the good news of the Islam tells us minimum in this book there are minimum 217 variations. And the physical copies I have in my bookshelves up here, there are minimum 1,300 variations, textual variations between Hafs Quran and Warsh Quran. Number is not 8. Number is not 8. Pay attention. Every word comes out from the member of Islamic Dawah team. They continue to lie to you. And it seems they are very proud of it, and they will continue to lie to you.